Hi friends, today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics, but a topic about which I took more than 60 videos to come to because I wanted the confidence to be able to talk to you on this. So bear with me and watch till the end. Now, I am going to talk about, of course, quantum physics, the one area that can actually prove to you the existence of God and of the magic in this universe. So even if you feel there's a little bit chance of that, watch till the end, because if you have anything better to do for 10 minutes, good luck to you. Now, recently a lot of my friends have asked me about quantum physics because Sushant Singh Rajput was an avid reader of quantum physics. It's like this, friends. You can go to any dharam guru and they will say believe in this, believe in that, do this, but you cannot get instant proof of the existence of God, right? Or of this magical universe, because you have to go through that experience yourself. But quantum physics offers you that. Friends, if there is a reason, and a very important one at that, where you see ancient gurus and all have written in our scriptures about these things. But if you look at the Britishers and the Europeans, from mocking Hindu rituals and scriptures at one point of time to the in the 20th century, major Western scientists like Niels Bohr, the father of the atomic structure, to Nikola Tesla, to Heisenberg, the man who wrote that uncertainty principle, they all started talking about Hindu Upanishads and scriptures, and Western celebrities adopting Hinduism or Hindu beliefs. It is to a large part because of this field called quantum physics that showed to one and all that what the ancient rishis were saying is probably true. Okay, now all I'm going to tell you is, you see, in Hinduism there are four paths to knowledge and nirvana. One is the bhakti path, the second is the yoga path, where you meditate to gain the experiences. The third is karma path, where you do good deeds. And the fourth is, of course, the jnana path. For people like us who like to read and know about things, that is the path. So, without further ado, let me begin on quantum physics. And of course, I have to start with the experiment that started it all, the famous Thomas Young's double slit experiment. Now, it's a difficult experiment. So, there are. I have deliberately kept this vlog as a series of talks. I'm not adding those graphic descriptions and all. But if you still do not have clarity at the end of this video, despite I'm going to put in a lot of my own effort, please go ahead. There are a lot of YouTube videos which show this whole experiment in graphic details, which will give you a truer picture, better picture. Feel free for your own knowledge. Okay, now finally I'm going to do a little bit of another experiment today. Okay, usually I speak in English, but here I may use a little bit of Hindi, because I think all of us do understand Hindi as Indians. If some don't, please give me that feedback. I will try to avoid usage, and because there's some emotions that are best expressed in our own native language. But feel free to tell me, and I will take that feedback. Okay, quickly, let me start on with the double slit experiment. It's like this. It's been done thousands and lakhs of times after it was first done. It goes like this. Supposing there's a big hall, okay, and in that big hall, at the end there's a wall, right? Now, midway somewhere in the hall, you place a cardboard kind of a sheet, equal to the size of the wall, so that's blocking the wall. Now you take some small toy gun kind of a thing, or a gun which can throw marbles, kanchas. If you hit the cardboard sheet, what will happen is they will just hit the cardboard sheet and fall down. None of the balls will go towards the wall. But supposing you were to do a vertical slit or a hole in the wall from top to bottom, enough so that a marble can pass through. Now, if you start shooting marbles left, right, all over, what will happen is wherever it hits the sheet, it will fall down there itself. But wherever it will hit that hole in the sheet, it will pass through it, go and hit the wall on the other side. Supposing we were to put some grease and all on the marble, what will happen is after hours of playing this game, you will see a one straight dark vertical line on the wall where the marbles had passed the sheet and hit the wall. Fantastic, simple, right? Now you make two such slits in the cardboard. What do you see? On the wall you will see two dark lines where two sets of marbles hit the wall. Fantastic. दो लाइनें लग गई वॉल के ऊपर काली काली. ठीक है, अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. साइंस ने क्या सिखाया हमें? दैट साइज डजंट मैटर, लॉज ऑफ साइंस विल ऑलवेज बी द सेम. You throw a marble from the top of your roof to the earth, it goes the same way. You throw a football, it goes the same way. Big, small, right? Doesn't matter. So scientists did now something on quantum level, that is at the subatomic level. You know those tiny microscopic particles that make light, photons or electrons or protons? Same law should apply to them. So in a scientific laboratory, they create this wall, this sheet blocking it, and they create two slits, and they use a small gun to throw subatomic particles like photons that make light. But instead of two vertical lines, they see something extraordinary on the wall, a zebra kind of pattern, black, white, black, white, black, white. Hey, there are only supposed to be two lines. Where this multiple line pattern come? This is a wave pattern. Wave is for energy, not particles. We threw particles. ये रास्ते में wave कैसे बन गए? How did they turn into waves? So scientists realized what happened is, to cut a very long story short, when this photon particle reached the cardboard sheet, and he said, "Hey, left side पे भी there is a hole, right side पे there is a hole. Which one should I go to?" He said, "Okay, no one is looking. Let me do a magic. Particle becomes wave. So now wave can enter from both sides. At the same time, this particle enters from the left and from the right and goes out. Okay, matter becomes energy." Let me remind you, this is long before Mr. Einstein came up with his E is equal to mc square. So matter turned into energy. Now what happens is, when two energy waves come and hit each other, they, sometimes it becomes 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, sometimes it becomes 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So it is because it has wave, it created a wave pattern. So scientists were very confounded. Are we throwing matter or is this wave? We need to know matter है कि energy है. See, the Indian rishis were always clear. सब माया है. Everything is maya, right? Matter, energy, all the universe is just energy. There is no matter. But the scientists wanted to be doubly sure. So they say, what do we do? Okay, let's do an experiment further. What we will do is, we will put a sensor or kind of a camera in front of, let's say, the left hole. We will try to see whether this is coming out as a wave or a matter. Okay. The minute they did this, the wave pattern disappeared and the photon came out as a particle. To simplify it, the photon said, oh, like somebody has come to see him. So the wave thing disappeared, and like a very nice, decent boy caught at naughtiness, he came out like a particle. The scientists were completely blown. How does a subatomic particle, अरे इसकी थोड़ी कोई आँख कान है, how does he know कि सेंसर लगे हुए हैं, देख रहे हैं मुझे, अरे मेरे रिश्ते के लिए कोई आया है क्या? How did he know कि there is a sensor here, a camera? He said maybe somehow this particle is detecting. So they changed all sorts of possible sensors and cameras. Forget that, they changed all sorts of particles also. Photon say they went to electron, electron say they went to proton, anything. The same behavior. Moment you put a camera and you start watching, the boy behaves himself, he becomes a particle. Every time you remove the camera, he decides, okay, I've got two options, why not become a wave? He keeps doing this magic. So what to do? Scientists said, look, we humans are even smarter. We will do one more trick. What we will do is, this time we have a superior camera, let him pass through the cardboard, Let him almost reach the wall. Just before he's able to reach the wall, we will suddenly bring in the camera. पकड़ेंगे, रंगे हाथों पकड़ेंगे इसकी चोरी आज. The moment they brought in the camera. Now you see this particle had already crossed the cardboard and was about to hit the wall. And then he said, oh shit, they brought the camera. From wave he turned into matter. But the scientist said he had already moved through the cardboard, so he would have already done what he wanted to do. So what happened is the photon or whatever particle went back into past, you see, and changed its history to become matter when it was crossing the slits. Scientists realized that subatomic particles can change their past also. It is at that stage that they had to accept that what the ancient Hindus had been talking about all along. What is past, present and future? What is matter? It is all one Brahman. That was always true. If this is not proof of God, because what the Upanishad says, what? This is all interconnected. All is energy. And whatever is the past can be changed. That was always true. If you still do not accept it, wait for my future vlog where I will talk to you about quantum entanglement and quantum erasure and how they change the past all the time. And incidents which made Einstein say statement like, are you saying if I don't look at the moon is not there? Friends, quantum physics showed that magic is possible at the smallest levels. It will take some time for scientists to reach to our level and know how magic is possible at the human level. But the ancient rishis, munis, have already shown that. Let us join together to change our lives when we know that all is thought, when we know that all is Maya. Join me for future vlogs, like and subscribe, and in the meantime, check out my previous videos on the subject. Thank you. I hope you really enjoyed it. Give me your comments.